Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
That's what you call the ultimate reality.
You sent me the picture, as they can see on the screen. Your boy Conway the Machine skirted up. I mean, this was a surprise to me. I don't know why it was a surprise with the way the game going right now. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is got a funny energy to it, you know. But I didn't expect Conway. It just don't make no sense, bro. Like, what's the end game here? Like, what's the plot? Like, Westside Gun, I could see him doing something like this before Conway, just because he a little bit more forward with the fashion and the artsy, the art and wearing the wrestler shirts and all that. Not Conway though. He was just straight, like just, you know, grimy, bro. Like he was like a throwback. And now you see him wearing the McQueen skirt. Like, what you think, bro? Like, why? Like, why now? What's the basis?
We could put this video up, but the short answer is for money, because I think I seen another video recently where I was like a little short clip where he, I guess, was addressing people, saying something about it, and he said something to the effect, "You go see me in a lot more McQueen stuff." He didn't say skirt, but he said McQueen stuff. He said, "I got a nice check for that." So he pretty much said,
right.
So it sounds like an endorsement deal. I don't want to say somebody came in the back room and was like, "We're going to pay you to wear a skirt." It sounds like an endorsement deal with them, and that was part of it. But like, to your point, I don't know why Conway would agree to that, because he's like the anti-skirt wearing rapper, the whole Griselda. I'm sure if you go through their lyrics, Conway probably got a bar about not wearing skirts or how these rappers be dressed. So, and then another thing I noticed is somebody on Twitter said something to me. They said something like, you acting like Lil Nas or something, and he said Lil Con X. So seemed like he playing up to it. So it seemed like he embracing the controversy. He knew the pushback he would get from it, but he took the bag and he don't care whether the bag was just to wear the skirt, whether that was, but it seemed like that had to be part of the deal. Like, whether it was in the contract or it was one of those things where, like, you link with us, can you wear the skirt? And he didn't want to say no, because I'm pretty sure he didn't do that on his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe he could have, but I doubt that. So maybe but money is the basically the answer to that.
I definitely believe money was involved, but your integrity is also, it's like, how far will you go? That's the question. And I guess, you know, like if you think about your homeboys back at the crib clowning, you'd be like, "Hey, bro, what you got going on?" But he playing a bigger game right now, you know what I'm saying? So one thing that did was get everybody's attention right away, all at one time, you know. So with the way the game work right now, it's kind of like it's not about your lyrical prowess. It ain't about your skills no more, your bars and metaphors, how you use alliteration. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that, bro. It's stuff like this, you know. And all at once we all turned our head and said, "Damn, look at what Conway doing." When just the rhymes alone, he could have dropped a new album and he wouldn't have got this much attention from it. You know, it's a funny game, funny energy in the game too, bro. It's almost like I don't know who the agents are no more, bro. I really don't. And to think that there's no agents in the game is naive at this point, bro. It's some cats in there that they dropping in there is willing to do just about anything to get the glitz and the glam.
I don't think somebody like Conway is an agent. Somebody more like 6ix9ine would be more of an agent. Somebody like you said is more integrity.
And when I say agent, I mean to break up the you know, it's like say you got an organization, right? And I want to disconnect and disband your culture within your organization. So I'm gonna put people in your organization that can essentially get noticed, get to the top within your organization, and then I'm gonna destroy your culture completely. Whatever you got going on, I'm gonna destroy that shit.
and that's
And that's
whoever
all I'm
maybe
talking about when I
be.
say agents. I don't mean like FBI agents or
No, I
CIA
get you, but
agents.
I get you, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is it's like you have two different types of people. Like you got, like for instance, with COINTELPRO, like you have people who literally specifically went in there to sow discord. Like this is like I'm working for the government
Yeah.
or whoever the powers that be are as a double agent. Like I'm acting like somebody that I'm really not for the purpose of fucking shit up.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
And then you have people like Conway, possibly who just don't have no integrity. So their actions may be just benefit the powers that be agenda. But it's not necessarily like they kindly signed into the agent program like an informant. It was like, okay, you got to do this. It's just they're like, okay, if you, since I'm in the hip hop, I be on some forums. I don't really follow social media too much, but I catch some shit. So I noticed on the forums that I be on that Conway been moving, pictures with Diddy and shit lately. So it seemed like he will Rock Nation. So he got access to some of the higher up people in the industry, right? And then when you get around those people, you get certain opportunities presented to you that everybody else one gets, like something like that.
Yeah.
And you may not be trying to, spread a messed up message or nothing. It's just that they offering you a check for some shit that you really technically wouldn't do. But that's what selling your soul is, or trading your integrity for that. They say everybody got a price. Me personally, I wouldn't do it for $1 trillion. But then somebody else would say, well, you can't say that until you in that position. You know what I mean?
So I read that West Side and Benny the Butcher signed with Rock Nation, not Conway. He didn't sign with them. So he's kind of like, I guess he was a free agent. I don't know who managing him now.
I think he signed with Shady to start off. I don't know what his deal is now, but they all I've seen them in enough pictures with Jay-Z to know, and like I said with Diddy they in the circles.
Yeah, like maybe Diddy got something to do with this because we already know what kind of energy Diddy got. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times this is like I said, you get in those circles, you cool with Jay-Z because like you could tell Jay-Z take a liking to them because they like old school New York with the rap. It's just a respect for their artistry. So I see them a lot with Jay-Z, like you said, West Side Gun, Benny Butcher, they were Rock Nation. Jay-Z cool with Diddy. It's all a small circle. So you see Conway and then with Diddy and stuff too, and see what a lot of times it is, you go to a party, right? You got Diddy, Jay-Z, whoever, all the big wigs, the record execs. Then you got these billionaires or these millionaires, these private investors, these people from Alexander McQueen himself or whatever. And if you are somebody like Conway or West Side Gun and you in that circle and in those parties, then you got face-to-face meets with them, then you get opportunities presented to you. So a lot of times it's just Diddy introducing, hey, Conway, this so-and-so, the owner of Louis Vuitton or whatever. And then how that shit go is like, it's a fetish to these niggas. Like, they want the most. That's why somebody like Conway's interested. Like, oh, we can get the little Uzi Verts and shit like that, but like, we can get a street rapper. Like you see like nothing against Meek Mill, but you see Meek Mill and Travis Scott at these parties. A lot of times, like these white or whoever, these investors or these powers that be, these shadow people are like, it's like when you go to a party and they got stuff on the table and you can kind of pick, like they laying back, like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get Meek. You know what I mean? It's like that. And then the rappers over there, like that's why you see those little videos of like Meek bunny hopping and shit. It's like you trying to be cool. Like somebody come and tell you, like, hey man, these the people with the money right here. You want to be cool with, so this the owner of the Patriots. You want to be cool with him. So sometimes when rappers get around them and they act a little bit out of their character. You're supposed to be hard and tough and gangster, but you around the owner Robert Kraft. And now you bunny hopping and shit because you're in a party where there's so much money involved, and that's the game.
Yeah, man, that is the game. And I talk about this a lot. I watched a interview with Mark Curry from Bad Boy, the old Bad Boy rapper. He was on that G-Dep song. What was the name of that song? I forget the name of the fucking song, but he had a
Special Delivery.
Special Delivery, yeah. And so he was saying it's all suggestion. So the way it goes is it starts with the stylist and it starts with the photographers. It starts suggesting suspect shit to you, bro. Like, hey man, I think you should do this. I think you should do, and they see how far you go with it, bro. Like nigga, if you suggest me to wear a skirt, McQueen checks and whatever, I'm probably gonna be like, that's not me, bro. Nah, I'd rather wear this. I know that's what you think, but nah, I'd rather go. So once they start suggesting to you these things and you start accepting, they suggest, like, this is like a complete suggestion. I'm sure he didn't think of this. Like, whether he took a check from Alexander McQueen or what, somebody got in his ear and said, I think this would be the move, right? I don't know how that came about. But then I think about, what if your homeboy just pops up one day randomly wearing a skirt? I don't care what kind of skirt it is, McQueen, whatever. They gotta, you're gonna ask some questions, bro. They gotta answer some questions. It's like with these rappers, bro, they don't have to answer no questions. They do like weird shit like this all the time. It's just like, oh, a Conway wearing a skirt now. People might say stuff, but they don't never answer to it, bro. It's like we just supposed to accept it. Dog, Conway, where this come from, bro? Like, what is this? Like, if one of my homeboys just pops up one day pulling up with a skirt, I'm gonna be like, bruh, what you got going on?
And it's the thing. I can almost guarantee, like Conway, he been hanging around some new people. He didn't just do that shit.
That's real.
All of a sudden,
that's real. He in a circle where this is
in a different circle. Yeah, like he hanging with the crew
that's a dangerous place to be. Because you're gonna start doing all kind of weird shit. But in that circle, it ain't weird. But I guess, you know what? We kind of talked about it the other night about how black athletes always get with white girls when they get the money, you know. And we were talking about how once you move up in status, your circles change. And the people in your circles change. And what used to be unacceptable is now acceptable because these people in this circle be like, yeah, try this.
And to be fair, because don't want to, you know what I mean? I'm not no wild conspiracy, like everybody in the industry doing stuff behind closed doors. Like you said, they know who to go with, how far to go with. And also, it's not a bad thing to be in those circles, to go to those parties, to be around all the money. That's what you want to do. But you don't have to trade your integrity for, That's
it. See, I don't think they'll fuck with you if you got integrity. That's what I'm saying. Like you say, it's not a conspiracy. I don't even think you'll get in them parties if you start saying no to some shit. If you be like, nah, bro, I ain't cool. They not even gonna invite you, bro. Like, you're not even getting to that level.
This is wrong, guys. Get him out of here.
Right, hold on, bro. He said what? He said no, nigga. We got check for you. If you can be bought, you get in. I think that's what it is. Like, it's almost some sponsorship, bro. With these billionaires. It's like
the mafia. Like
they just talk
like it's like the mafia, like, and not to use Rock Nation, because I'm a big Jay-Z fan, so not shit on him, but using it because I don't know these other people's names like that. That's doing all this whatever conspiracy stuff. But an example of like the Rock Nation brunch, it's an industry party. Everybody knows about it, but you still have to get an invitation. Yeah. So unless Jay-Z or somebody from Rock Nation invite you personally, the other way you can get in is somebody else who really in, like Meek Mill, will be like, oh, this is my boy. He would. You know what else? So that's like how those parties. Like, I'm gonna say this, bro.
I don't never see no women at these parties, bro. Like, I don't see females at these parties. Now maybe they are. Maybe they just ain't in the pictures, bro. Maybe they just somewhere in the background. These little exclusive parties, bro, that I be seeing these pictures of, it just be niggas, man. Like, maybe I just ain't paying attention. Maybe I'm unaware. Maybe I just don't see it.
Well, any parties that we see pictures of, they not the true private parties or whatever. And then you got different ones. So I'm sure it's parties where it's like there's some rich people over here kicking it. Hey, there's a few rappers in here. Y'all can chop it up. But then you probably got some more parties where it's a little bit more demonic, where it's like, this is very secret. Nobody can know what goes on in here. You know what I mean? Like, we would never know. That's the thing. We'll never know the exact details, bro. We will always have.
We will never know, bro. You know what? Even if we was in the industry, we'd never know because they ain't inviting us to the parties,
bro. You have to be part of it to know, like, which makes sense. Like, if I had some super secret shit going on, bro, like, you can't be in this shit if you ain't down with it. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta tell it, you go expose me, and you need to participate. Because if you participate, then I know that you really down. You know what I mean? And like, I try to balance myself of like being smart and being logical and knowing that like it's be shit going on, but also not just being on some super like, if you got a record deal, you suck somebody dick type shit. Like, it don't work. No,
it's not that. It's just that you gotta do things that you wouldn't normally do.
But it's hard to know because everybody do. Because there's a lot of people, it's some people in the industry who haven't compromised their integrity at all. But we never know the specifics of what's going on and who doing what. So we see weird things like Conway wearing a dress and we hip hop fans. So we just want, like you said, we just want to know, like, how did that happen? Like, how did that play out? That's just interesting. We wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? Right. It could have been something simple. Like I was saying, like he hanging with Diddy, met some people, got a check, and shit, he had no integrity. Or it could have been way more nefarious, like Conway, we got a plan. We want to. It could be. We don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, if there wasn't an agenda to emasculate the black man, I'd probably say the same. But I see it everywhere I look, bro. It's like, get this straight. Conway don't look like he on that shit. Like, how about
he don't look like he don't rap like his energy. Yeah. And it's like,
get him to wear a dress.
But exactly,
he agreed to it. Like, he's like, okay, I'll do it for the check.
So that's why if you have a conspiracy theory view on it, that it's fair to have that view, because if you look at it from the other angle, if you are trying to portray a certain image or shape the image of a certain demographic, it is always best for you to compromise the people who the public wouldn't think that would be compromised, because if you can get to them, you know what I mean, then shit it's easier to get to everybody else. So it didn't have to be like that, but it's fair for somebody to come from that angle and be like, was it like that? Because
I'll tell you the truth, man. To be very honest, and like you say, not on no conspiracy shit, Conway could have just said, I know they'll look at me if I do this.
Facts.
I know they'll talk about me today if I do this. And they did. I mean, hey, it could just be that. Simple as that. But I'm gonna let y'all make y'all decision. Comment below if y'all, whatever y'all think.
And also,
and
also let us know if this will affect you from how you view his music or if you listen to his music. Like, this is super weird to me, but it's like I still like him as a rapper or whatever. And if his song come on, I'm gonna listen to it or whatever. So, but at the same time, this is something new that I probably always think of when I think about him. But yeah, let us know what y'all think about the whole Conway skirt dress, because some people say it's like a Muslim type thing, it's a scarf, but that's semantics. For all intents and purposes, it's a skirt. And the way he responded, he was being provocative, so he knew people would take it as a skirt. So let us know what y'all think about that.
Yes, sir.
That's what you call the ultimate reality.